Hello everyone, this is Dr. Leila Ghalan and this is your fourth lecture in English intonation. Let's start straight away. Chapter 3, English tone types. Tone types. In the previous lectures, we talked about intonation, function of intonation, pitch range, and in the second lecture specifically, we talked about the pyramid, and how to chunk our speech into chunk units or tone units, and what are the different components of tone units, and so on. And in the third lecture, we talked about the specifically about the structure of tone units with in more detail, and we said that the tone unit must include at least one basic element, which is the tonic syllable, the stressed syllable inside the focus word. And before the tonic syllable there could be a head, and before the head there could be a pre-head, and after the tonic syllable there is a tail. So the head, the pre-head, and the tail, these are optional elements, but the element that must be there is a tonic syllable because it carries a tone, and what's the tone is a change in the pitch, either rising or falling. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about specifically about the English tones. And what are the English tones? Actually, it's a very difficult question. We cannot know what are the different tones and melodies English speakers use worldwide. However, we can say that they fall into four basic types. Number one, falling. Number two, rising. Number three, falling, rising. And number four, rising, falling. Okay. So we have two simple tones, falling and rising, and two compound tones, falling, rising, and rising, falling. Okay. And they are marked by these marks. As you see, this is falling, small, but it's falling, and this is rising, as this falling, rising, which looks like a V, small V, and this is the rising, falling, respectively. Okay, so these are the main or the basic tone types in English that we're gonna study and see how they are used, and in which situations, and what is the function of each one of them, and so on. So we're gonna study this chapter and the following chapter. Okay, let's start with the first, falling intonation. Look at this. We start high and then fall. So in order to fall, you must start high. Your voice must go up and then goes down like this. Okay. And here we have this how to do that. Okay, and I explained it. To make the pitch fall, your voice has to jump high up, as you see, high, and then it goes down. Let's look at some examples. Okay, you're tall. You are tall. You are tall. You are tall. And what is the key word here? Tall. And what's the tonic syllable? Tall. And as you see, there is a falling on it. Falling. There is a pitch change. You're tall. You're tall. You're tall. Okay? Tall or tall. Okay? If you look at the second example, I want to tell you what are these marks say. If you find small marks like that, these are marks which indicate structured words, or functional words, as we say, prepositions, pronouns, conjunctions, etc., and also unstressed syllables. So the words such as working, it has two syllables. The first syllable is work and the second is ing. Work is the stressed syllable and it is the head, as we said before. And the word London, which is a focus word, lon is a tonic syllable, and as you see, the tone changes and it falls, a bit falls here on the word London. So let's say it. I'm working in London. 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 London. I'm working in London. Okay. Let's go to some examples. Okay. I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Why is John upset? It's terrible. I need something better. Where are you going? I'm fine. How was your day? She's sweet. How can I see you? She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. Okay? Falling, 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 falling. Okay? And let's see this sort of intonation or pitch change by using broad. I'm gonna show you this later on, inshallah, in this lecture. But let's see, this is a diagram or of the pitch as it's represented when we say this sentence. Let's say now your second major competitor is مذكرا. Now, okay, your second major competitor is Macron. So what is the keyword here, which has pitch change, as you see, and we said with a higher pitch, and then we start falling on it. This is the first stage of pitch change, as you see. Second, and this is why second is the focus word, and which is syllable is sa or can, of course, the first, as you see, and we start falling from second. Okay. And we kept falling on the tail, because this is the tail, major competitor, and is Macron. All these words represent the tail because they come after the focus word and they take the same intonation pattern. So if we fall on the focus word focus and the focus word second, we kept falling until the end. Now our second major competitor is the Macron, okay, or Zakran. Okay, again, now our second major competitor is Zakran. Okay. This is what we said before. Falling intonation examples. Okay, I wanted to help him. Okay, let's make this word prominent. I wanted. Americans say I wanted to help him. He burned so many bridges. You're gonna be my entertainment. I can't disappoint my brother. Calm down. I have a better idea. What's going on? He was in the clear. She never begs for support. Support. We need to step up to the plate. Your doubts have gone out of the window. He's her bride or die. She always depends on him. You're gonna be fine. Okay, fine, or falling. That's great, Mom. Thanks. John is so scared and not prepared. Try hard to show me your strong will. Let me show you the garden. First year at college is always so stressful. Reading opens no doors to you. Look at the guy in the front row. I can't afford that. Okay. So all these, please try to say this sentence again and repeat after me, okay? And stop the video and pause and repeat and so on. Okay. Here we have phoneticians generally specify a number of errors typically made by non-native speakers. The most common of which is that foreign learners normally get the voice full without jumping, The problem is that you say all the words with the same pitch and you do not make a prominent word. You do not make a pitch change to let me as a listener say that or identify the prominent or the most important word. Actually, most of the words are said with the same way on the same pitch. And this is very, very, very unhelpful to us. We do not know which word is important for you as a speaker. So this is one thing, one error, one glaring error. The second is that the voice falls down slowly and sometimes it falls on the wrong syllable. We use the wrong syllable, so we do not know exactly what's the words that gives the most of the meaning or the high, which has highest informational value. We do not know that. And of course, this distorts meaning and signifies aggression. Okay. The third error is that is to rise on WH questions, which conveys negative meanings. يا جماعة, WH questions usually have falling intonation. If you use you rise on WH question, it could give negative meaning. One last error is not to fall significantly, implying a sense of incompletion and hesitation. Your fall is not complete, is not sufficient, and this makes a sense of incompletion and hesitation. So here we have 4 errors that we should avoid in order to keep our intonation right and set it right. Okay, the first one, try to make your focus words important and really different from the rest of the words, and please try to avoid all these errors or fix these errors in order to get the job done. Okay, this is a very important paragraph. This is really a very, very important paragraph, so try to pay attention to it. Number 2, rising intonation. Look at the form. As you see, we start low. You see, we start low and then we rise. We start low and then we rise. This is the pitch starts low and then it rises up. Okay, let's see some examples. Did you see the castle? Did you see the castle? If you're a British intonation, or as Americans, they say, did you see the castle? Castle? Did you see the castle? Okay, what is the head here? It's C. As you see, it's both on a high pitch. And did you, which is a pre-head, it's they are set on a low pitch like that, and then C and the head is set on a high pitch, and then castle or castle. And yes, no questions, we use rising intonation in general. Okay, and look at this, the word, the rising starts on ka, and we kept rising until the end of the utterance. Okay, we use rising intonation to express, this is a very important thing, to express interest, politeness, doubt, surprise, curiosity, anger. All these are emotions and that we use or that we can use rising intonation to express. Okay, we also use it to ask for information and to ask for a petition or a confirmation. This is very important. For example, come at 10 o'clock, and you don't hear me well, and say, you said come at 10. Should I come at 10? Would I come at 10? Shall I come at 10? In order to, you want to check this piece of information. Okay, let's see some examples. Are you fine? Are you fine? Okay, are you happy? Okay, fine, 1 syllable. Okay, and then, are you happy? You start low, as you see, and then we rise. And happy, 2 syllables. Hap is the first syllable, which is the tonic syllable, and we kept rising on B, as we said. Okay, have you read the book? Have you finished your work? Have you heard the news? Can't he come? Have you seen the movie? Did you study your lesson? Did you write the letter? Isn't she studying? Isn't she studying? You see? And so on. It's on falling. Rising. See the music? Okay. And see rising intonation here, as you see. John cooked dinner. John cooked dinner. What is the head here? It's John, and the focus word, the pitch change idea دهيت شايفين الطبقة بتاعتنا بدأت تتغير, and to rise, as you see in dinner. Dinner, we start rising from din, and we kept rising on Okay, John cooked dinner. John cooked dinner. The focus word is dinner, but din is the stress syllable on on a stress. بس كده شايفين which is on a stress also. We kept rising. Okay, so dinner. dinner. John cooked dinner. John cooked dinner. John cooked dinner. Okay. Did John cook dinner? Dinner. Okay. With rising intonation. Okay. So dinner error. Okay. Error, as you see, tail, and it takes higher pitch than the focus word, but we don't care about that because the main thing is that we start rising on din. Okay. John cooked dinner. Dinner. Okay. Let's see another example. Let's see what another example. This is for repetition. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? انا بقى هنا بعيد سؤال، حد قال لي ان انت بتعمل ايه، فانا بقول له what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, great. And look at the tail, doing. Okay. So the figure shows the what, which is the head. Okay. And it is the first stressed word here, as you see, what. And the syllable the first word and syllable in the tone group or chunk, and this pitch starts falling gradually until doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, until doing, and then we start rising. We start with do and rise on it, and kept rising on the tail, in the tail. Okay, let's have a nice, yes. Look at this example. This is it's a tech question, and it has two parts, two chunks. The first chunk is it's a nice day. Okay, it's a nice day. Falling up. It's a nice day. It's a nice day. Well, this is the head. Said on high pitch, as you see, and day is the falling intonation. Nice day. It's a nice day. Day. Rising and falling. Day. Okay. Isn't it? Isn't it? The second chunk, second tone unit. Isn't it? So in the first we end with falling. It has a falling intonation. In the second part, which is isn't it? It's using rising intonation. It's said with rising intonation, rising tone. Okay. That's very interesting, and let's practice. Okay, practice the following example said with rising intonation. Okay. Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Is that correct? Your loan is due next Monday. She said her mother is very tough. Is that true? Would it be okay if you try harder? Do you like it? Really? Are you sure? Okay. Yes, you took the child out in this bad weather. Whether there is a problem here, and so on. And listen to the following sentences and see which with hands up when you listen to rising intonation and down when you listen to falling intonation. Okay, I'm gonna hurry out these sentences, and if you feel that I use rising intonation, raise your hands, and if you feel that I'm using falling intonation, okay, put it your hands down. Okay. Let me say the first. Okay. We're very proud of our coach. We're very proud of our coach. We're very proud of our coach. Falling intonation. Hands down. Are you eligible for the contest? Rising intonation. Hands up. Here we go, everybody. Falling intonation. Hands down. What's the matter with that guy? What's the matter with that guy? Okay. Falling intonation. Okay. We're gonna run for 200 meters. Cool. We're gonna run for 200 meters. Cool. Cool. Rising intonation. Hands up. You're a cheater. You're a cheater. Falling intonation. Hands down. Some students like golf, bowling, fencing, No. Checking, rising intonation. And of course طبعا هنا rising and then rising also. Maybe I hate running. Maybe I hate running. Falling intonation. Let's stay away from the rest of the runners. Falling intonation. Genetics is just genetics is just a small part of who we are. Falling intonation. He's a vegetarian. Falling intonation. He needs to take a sabbatical. Falling intonation. This is Ted. Falling intonation. Do you love camping? Do you love camping? Do you love camping? Of course, rising intonation. Okay, let's move to another thing, which is, by the way, let me tell you where are we in the book. عشان برضو to follow me and okay, we are, let's see, yes, on page 46. High or low? This is the question. High or low? This is the question. What's high and what's low? Let's see. Yes, excuse me. Can anyone tell me what's the difference between these two forms? Yeah, by the way, both have falling intonation. But as you see, one of them we have high fall and the second is low fall. What's the difference? First, let me say the first and the second. Okay, John is back. John is back. And the second, John is back. John is back. John is back. He's back. Okay, what's the difference? In the first, okay, let me say it, show you that. Yeah. Let me show you that. Cursor, yes, cursor, yes, this part. And let's color it. Yes. First of all, what is John here? John here in both sentences or both utterances is the head. And if you look at the first, it said the head in the first example is high. We said with high pitch. Okay, as you see, high pitch. And this makes the fall high fall. And in the second, John is said with low pitch. John is back. Okay, it said with with low pitch, and this makes the fall low fall. Okay, let's see Crystal. David Crystal, by the way, argued that the higher the onset of the fall, what we call high fall, or the lower the onset of the rise, what we call low rise, the more involved, excited, sincere, polite, and interested the speaker is. So in the first, if the speaker says, John is back, John is back, John is back, John is back, John is back. So here is the speaker so excited, so interested, maybe so involved, so sincere, so polite, so happy, okay? Or maybe so angry and so on, shouting or something like that, okay? And in the second, the onset of fall could be lower, as you see, low, okay, بدايته زي ما انتم شايفين نغمة منخفضة, okay, low pitch. This indicates detachment. دي مهمة جدا تعرفوا. This indicates detachment, disinterest, assertiveness, sarcasm, unwillingness, etc. So this gives positive and strong emotion, and this gives negative emotions and things which show a lot of things such as this detachment, assertiveness, etc. Okay, John is back. I'm happy. John is back. Okay, and John is back. Yeah, I'm not interested. He's back. I don't care. So the head determines which kind of falling, and we're gonna see this with rising. So it depends on the pitch level that we use when we say the head. If we start the head with a high pitch, Okay, the fall or the rise, as we're gonna see, will be so remarkable, so prominent, so observable, so perceptible easily by the speaker, showing strong emotions and a lot of things. Okay, so this has to do. So what I mean by high and low, high fall and low fall, and depends on high head and low head. High head leads to high fall, and low head leads to low fall. Okay, and shows us a lot about the psychological state of the speaker. Okay, وانا شرحها هنا برضو اهو. the left hand example has a hi hat which directs the fall to be high. As you see high, the message is that the speaker is happy with it and interest in John's comeback. On the contrary, the facing example to the left, is it the left? Yes, to the right. Yes, actually it's said with low fall because we have low head, and the message conveyed is that the speaker is not interested in John's comeback. مش مبسوط إنه رجع, and so on. Okay, consider the following sentences with low fall intonation. Okay, what's your name? A. What's your name? فبي بقى not interested, مش عايز يرد, فأقول John. What's your name? John. John. When shall we leave? I don't know. How about taking a boat trip? I'm busy the whole week long. I bought a new car. Okay. Where do you live? In Cairo. Where is Jane? In her office. What do you think of my jacket? Nice. Okay. Here's the speaker not interested at all. Number B, not interested at all, detached, not happy, doesn't want to connect, powerfully and energetically to speaker number A, doesn't want to get involved in the conversation, and so on. Okay, says the following sentences in high fall or low fall to express the emotion of the meaning between brackets. Okay, did you like the party? Let's see it with yes. Did you like the party? Happy. Yes. Sad. Yes. Yes. Complaining. Yes. Do you like the party? Not interested. Yes. Your floral dress was captivating. Complimentary. The car was comfortable. Ironical, The car was comfortable. Yes. The car was comfortable. Yeah. The meeting was successful. I want to congratulate someone on this. So I say, the meeting was successful. Successful. Low rise. نفس الكلام low rise. John is back. John is back. John is back. I'm interested. I'm happy. I want to make sure that he's back. And John is back. John is back. I'm just asking question. I don't care. I'm not happy. Maybe I'm sorry. Okay. The same thing. What makes the fall, the rise بقى المرة, what makes the rise low, low rise, okay, okay, is that we have high head. What makes it high rise, يعني ده pitch هنا مش, it's not so strong, is that I start with a low head. So low head, when you start with low pitch, the whole sentence, goes in accordance with this. Okay. Consider the following sentences with low rise intonation. Low rise intonation. When will we meet? I don't know. John is here. Is it true? It's raining. It's okay. Helen said she finished the mission. Which mission? The party is at 10. When? You forgot your keys. Sorry. Okay. Hope that you understand this, and you know, um, let's see, say the following sentence in a high rise or low rise to express the emotion. Okay, you're here indifferent, you don't care. He was nice. He was nice. It was nice. It was nice. سؤال كأنه سؤال كده. It was nice. Was it nice? Okay. What did you sorry? What did you do that? Why did you do that? What did you do that? What did you do that? Why did you do that? Sorry. Why did you do that? Okay. You messed the room. You messed the room, didn't you? Okay. Encouraging. You did a good job. You did a good job. Susie. Never mind. Okay. And next time we're gonna start with the falling, rising intonation. Okay, but before leaving, I gonna let me show you something. But let's first see how things go with mic. Yes, it's working. Here, I want to show you these tones, falling intonation and rising intonation, on a computer program which is called Prod. This is the icon. Okay. And as you see, Broad is, it's a speech synthesizer, a speech synthesis, speech analysis program, and it is, developed or introduced by Paul Boersma and David Weening. Those are the two guys who developed this wonderful program for us, which will help us do phonetics by computer in a very simple and straightforward and convenient way. I'm gonna show you this. Okay, let's go, and this is the program Prod. I'm gonna open it. Okay, and here you have many options. Either you say new and you record mono sound using your mic, and because I don't have a mic to use it now right now, I'm gonna let's go to the second option, which is open. I open it, and then it gives me option read from file. Okay, let's click this, and let's take track number 1. As you see, this track number 1. Yes, this is track 1. Yes, like that. And I click or I hit view and edit. But which track did I use? I used it with English, speak English like an American. This is a very interesting book written by Amy Gillette, and I used this track from her book. I hope that this will be, causing any inconvenience, and things will go. I just want to show you this, in passing بسرعة كده. Here I have chosen this track. Let's hit show and edit, and if you listen to it, let me show you this.
Speak English like an American. Copyright 2003. All rights reserved.
Okay.
Lesson 1.
Okay.
Bob's day at work. Bob works as a manager in a furniture store. Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales. Bob's new advertising campaign hasn't helped. Peter decides to fire him.
Okay, so let's start
Bob,
with this.
I hate to break the news.
That's
Lesson
enough.
1.
That's enough.
Bob's day at work. Bob works as a manager in a furniture store. Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales. Bob's new advertising campaign hasn't helped. Peter decides to fire him.
Okay, let's see this and select this. I hit select. Okay, and let's take, you're gonna see here that there are pauses, breaks, and these breaks show what we said since the beginning of this chapter and of this course, that when we talk, we pause for a little in order to take our breath and to think of what we're gonna say next. So these spaces are the pauses that separate each chunk from the other. These again, these spaces that we see, empty spaces, these are the pauses that we use in order to chunk our speech, and these are chunks. The black parts, these are chunks, and this is a chunk, and then a pause, this is another chunk, and then a pause, a chunk, a pause, and so on and so forth. And this illustrates really that chunking is something real, and we do, and this represented in computer program broad as shown. Okay, let's take the first part and say select. Okay, and
Bob's day at work.
yeah, Bob's day at work. Okay, look at this. This is a spectrum, it's called the spectrogram, and this is an analysis of this utterance. And let me tell you what the spectrogram shows. It shows, number one, these red dots refer to the formants. The formants. Formant means the peaks of energy. As you see, they are dark bands like that. And we have formant number one, which tells us whether our mouth is open or closed when we pronounce these words and these sounds. And number two, formant number two, زي ما انتم شايفين اسمها formant number two, show which part of our tongue is involved. Is the front of the tongue, the center of the tongue, or the back of the tongue? So each formant, we have four formants. Formant one, formant two, formant three, formant four, and so on. You will find that the formants اللي هي اللي بنسموها الحزم الصوتية بتبقى periodic and so regular وواضحين ومبينين وكويسين جدا when we pronounce vowels. When we pronounce consonants, because consonants are not regular, and the formants and the periodicity of formants is not so clear. So let's see this, for example. Okay, this must be a vowel. Yeah, this is A of Bob. Okay, and look at this. Yes, this is pa, 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 pa. Remember that this is a stop consonant, and consonants do not show formants, representation, as you see, because formants اللي الحزم الصوتية بتبقى only for vowels and vowel-like consonants. Okay, so let's take this word as a whole.
Bob.
Okay, so here we have ba, and this and this we have ba. Look at the vowel. The vowel, as you see, is greater and is longer than the consonant. This is why we hear it more easily. We hear vowels more easily than consonants because they are louder and they are longer and they are stronger. Okay, فأنا بشرح لكم كل بقى الفوناتيك سوا من أول وجديد. Okay, look at ba, Bob. Okay. Second ba is you feel that it's a little bit, because it's following a vowel. There is some sort of periodicity, and there is but not as regular as it is when we have the vowel a. تمام. If you look at the line, the yellow line here, it refers to loudness. Yeah, loudness, intensity, which is loudness. Look at this. You'll find that all vowels are louder than consonants, as we said before. All vowels, you see, they go up, our voice goes up and then down, degree, volumes, is different, up, and then when we pronounce consonants, they are they are less sonorous, and زي ما خدنا السنه اللي فاتت كده sonority scale ودرجه الاسماع بتاع كل صوت and so on. بنلاقي ان الفاولز والاوبن فاولز بالتحديد they come at the top of the sonority scale. درجه الاسماع بتاعهم عاليه جدا. اوكي، يبقى احنا اخدنا كده first of all the peaks of energy, which are called the formants, الحزام الصوتية اللي بتقول لنا how our tongue moves and whether our mouth is open or closed. For example, if you look at Bob, you'll find that the first format and the second format are close to each other because this is a back vowel. فلما بنقول back vowel بيبقى ايه؟ بنقوله بالback of the tongue، فبيبقى قريب من the roof of the mouth، فبيبقاش قوي يعني الدرجة باينة كده. فبنلاقي ان the first format عالية زي ما انتم شايفين because we open our mouth, and but the second formant is low because the vowel is big. Okay, let's look at this معايا برضو معلش.
Dad.
Okay, let's look at the whole word to know what's
Dad. Dad.
Okay.
Bob's dad.
Bob's.
Bob's dad.
Okay, let's complete.
Bob's day at work.
Bob's day at work. Day a at work. Okay, and what is the blue line? The blue lines here refer to the pitch. ده بقى اللي احنا عايزينه. Pitch which is intonation. ده البitch يا جماعة، النغمات، طبقة الصوت بتاعنا which shows whether we have falling intonation or rising intonation. If you see that, you will find that because this is an introductory utterance, it is said with falling intonation. Bob's day at work. Bob's day at work. Okay, let's go down. لو أنا عايزة if I want to show this the pitch alone, I can say draw visible pitch contour and I say apply, and we have this. Yes, Bob's day at work. Bob's day at work. Say this is Bob. Okay, طبعا الباء الأولانية voiceless. الباء الأولانية it's stop consonants، ما في صوت لها، vocal folds do not vibrate, and then Bob's day at برضو stop consonant ما لهاش برضو vibration of the vocal fold. فاحنا بيبقى عندنا vibration of the vocal fold. This is pitch. So pitch means vibration, the frequency or the vibration frequency of the vocal folds. Okay, طيب كده تمام. ايه اللي يا جماعة زي ما احنا شايفين this is falling intonation. This falling intonation. Bob's day at work. And what's the focus word here? Work. Okay, Bob's day at work. At work. Okay, تمام. Let's go back. Let's close this and go back to this and go back to say yes back. Okay, and let's take another word, another chunk, and see.
Bob works as a manager in a furniture store.
Very good. Yeah, let's see this and select. Guess. Yo, that's great. See the pitch, the blue one? Yes. Let's play
Bob works as a manager in a furniture store.
Yes. Bob
works as a manager in a furniture store.
Here, how many tone groups do we have? 2. First one is
Bob works as a manager.
Yeah. Bob works as a manager. Okay, and the second is
in a furniture store.
In a furniture store. Okay, as a manager in a furniture store. Okay, so here we have 2 tone units. You can say this is the first word and it's said with falling intonation as you see, and store.
In a furniture store.
Furniture store.
In a furniture store.
Let's see this.
Furniture.
Yes, as you see. We start falling our furniture. It's not any store. Furniture. معناه إنه furniture is more important than this. Let's see the pitch. Draw visible pitch. Okay, apply. Yes. Let's look at this. Yes. John works as a manager. Okay. John works as a manager. Is the first tongue group. In a furniture store. Furniture. falling اهو بدأنا falling من عندي ايه furniture، وده اللي يقول لي ان furniture is the focus word برغم ان هي مش جايه في الاخر بس it's okay. It gives the highest piece of information, the highest informational value. Okay, and look at the first word here, Bob. Bob, which is head. You know, high head makes me make a high fall. نفس الكلام اللي احنا نقوله high head leads to a high fall. Okay, let's close this وناخد برضو حاجة تانية. أنا هسيبكم برضو يعني I'm not going to explain everything. I'm just giving you let's say out an example. Out again, out. Let's take another this and play this.
Store.
Okay, خلاص احنا خدنا ده. Let's take this.
Peter.
Okay, take this.
Peter, his boss.
Okay.
Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales.
Great, great. Okay, let's select this part. Can anyone tell me how many tone groups do we have? How many bosses? 3. This one, and this one, and this one. Okay, let's play this part.
Peter, his boss,
Okay.
is not happy
Yes,
about sales.
this is Peter.
Peter.
Yeah, Peter. Peter. Okay. His boss. His boss here. What's the significance of his boss here?
His boss.
Yeah, this is a parenthetical phrase. نحطها كده between two commas لو بنكتبها. خلاص يبقى this what's the first tone group? Peter. The second is his boss, and the third is what? The third one
is not happy about sales.
Is not happy about sales. Is not happy about sales. Okay. Okay. طب ناخد بقى the first one. Okay. Select this. Okay. Select. Yeah.
Peter.
Peter. Yes, Peter. 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 You know, this is it's not a complete falling intonation. Peter. You know, you can say it's a little bit. You can say not falling. I can't consider it falling. Peter. Okay. It's a complete falling. It's not a complete falling because it's not the end of the sentence. So let's look at the second. Yes.
His boss.
Yes, his boss. Wow. His boss. Select.
His boss.
Very good. His boss. His boss. Boss, you know. ده بقى لسه هناخدها المرة الجاية. His boss. Falling, rising. His boss. Peter. His boss.
His boss.
His boss. His. This ايه of his. شايفين الزه بقى؟ This voiceless consonant. His is voiced but it's fricative consonant. Noise, you know. And look at this.
His boss.
Ba, boss. And look at s. The s. Noise. No periodicity. No pitch. ما فيش بقى voice. لأن pitch معناها vibration of focal fold. No voicing. No voice. Just noise. لو نسمع الجزء ده كده لوحده. You can't hear. You can't hear it. Anything. What's this? Yes. Boss, pass, See? Let's hear this.
His boss. His boss.
What's this? This is ba. Oh, ba. Stop consonant. Stop. ما فيش. النفس مقطوع ما فيش كلام. ba. His boss, you know. طيب, okay. Let's go out and see the whole. Okay. And what's the intonation here? Let's see out. Okay. Play this part again.
Peter, his boss, is not.
Yeah, again. Out.
Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales.
About sales, okay? not happy about sales. Sales. Peter خلاص rising intonation. His boss rising intonation is not happy about sales. برضو ممكن على فكرة we can consider this we can say it's a Chong is not happy about sales. So here we have, or this the head, and sales. Sales is the falling, as you see. We start falling like that. Okay, so let's see the pitch visible and apply. Yes, okay. Okay, let's play this part.
Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales.
Okay. Again. Select.
Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales.
Okay, let's see pitch here. Show pitch, we have draw, visible, and apply. Yes. Peter, his boss, rising. Peter, his boss, rising, but not so complete rising, is not happy, is not happy about his sales. Is not happy about his sales. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Peter, his boss, is not happy about his sales. نسمعها تاني كده.
Peter, his boss, is not happy about sales.
Yeah, is not happy about sales. Okay, not happy about sales. Not happy about sales. Happy about sales. Okay, let's see. Yes, is not happy, rising, about sales. And then we start falling about sales, and sales أكتر. The falling intonation because this comes at the end. Okay, so let's take one more example to see. Out. What's this?
Bob's new advertising campaign hasn't helped.
Okay, برضو نفس الكلام at the beginning. This is a select part, and as you see,
Bob's new advertising campaign hasn't helped.
Okay, hasn't helped. Falling intonation. Let's go back. Out and out. Okay, and what's this? Okay, let's go back.
Peter decides to fire him.
Okay, let's see what is the intonation pattern here, and select this part.
Peter decides to fire him.
Yeah, okay. Peter decides to fire him. How many chunks? 2. Look at this bows. شايفين المكان الفاضية دي؟ إن ديت a bows. Peter decides to fire him. Okay. Peter decides to fire him. Rising بسيطة هنا. To fire him. Okay. Let's show the pitch. Okay. And draw visible pitch. And okay. Peter decides falling, but not so much falling, to fire him. The last completion بقى. To fire him. So we have 2 chunks. Peter decides falling. Peter decides to fire him. Peter decides to fire him. Decides, it's not complete falling, okay? Because it's not the end of the sentence. If we fall completely here, it would mean completion of utterance, but this is not the case. Peter decides to fire him. Okay, let's go back to another part. I want to show you that what we pronounce could be really translated by computer programs and tell us how these things go. Let's say out, actor, out, okay. And what's this part?
Bob,
Okay. Okay, what was this?
Peter decides to fire him.
Okay, Bob.
Bob, I hate to break the news, but our sales were down again last month.
Yeah. Look at this. Select. This is Bob. First tone unit. chunk الأولانية وبعدين space. We have both. I need to.
Bob, I hate to break the news, but our sales were down again last month.
Okay, I need. Yes, Bob. I hate to break the news.
I hate to break the news.
Great. I hate to break the news. Sorry.
I hate to break the news.
Great. And as you see, it's falling, but but you cannot say it's falling, but the pitch is rising, but it's more rising, which means that I haven't finished my utterance yet. I had to break the news, and then both, but
our sales were down again last month.
yeah, yes, but our sales.
But our sales were down again last
We're
month.
down again last month. We're down. Our sales had أول حاجة مهمة. Our sales were down again last month. Okay, we're down again last month. Okay, we're down again last month, and you can see we're down again last month. The key down again, falling, but gradual falling, but and then we raise here, rise up, and the last month. Months. Okay, months.
Month.
Okay. Say it again, please. The whole.
Bob, I hate to break the news, but our sales were down again last month.
Great. Okay, so here, this is a pitch variation. Bob, rising intonation. I hate to break the news, rising intonation, but not so high. And then our sales were down again last month. Sales ahead, and we start, going down until we reach the worst months, and this is the last word, important word, and it carries the low, the falling intonation. We rise up a little bit in order to make the falling intonation prominent, as I told you at the beginning of this lecture. Okay, let's go out of this. Okay, and let's see this.
Down again, Peter? Oh. Yeah, these days everybody's shopping at our competition, Honest Abe's furniture store.
Okay, let's take this, select. Oh, yeah. Down again, Peter? Oh.
Down again, Peter?
Okay. This rising intonation. Down again, Peter? Down? Did you say that's down? He's not sure. He can't believe his ears. Down again? Oh. And then the second one.
Yeah, these days everybody's shopping at our competition, Honest Abe's furniture store.
Yeah, and then there is a chunk. There's a chunk on its own. دي لوحدها كده chunk and.
Down again, Peter? Yeah, these days everybody's shopping at our competition on. These days everybody's shopping at our competition, Honest Abe's furniture store.
Yeah, look at this. It's a lengthy tongue group.
These days everybody's shopping at our competition, Honest Abe's furniture store.
Furniture store. Store. Okay, furniture store. The last word is store. Falling. Store. furniture store, furniture store. But you know, the key word here is store, furniture store. Okay. Oh, and as you see, furniture also is important. Furniture store. Furniture store can fall here, but as you see, the fall starts here. By the way, furniture. But let's listen.
These days, everybody's shopping at our competition, Honest Abe's Furniture Store.
Store, no store. Yeah, store. Falling starts here, and you know, it's not necessary to have the higher pitch, but the way, but there is a change in the pitch. There is a change in the pitch. In الهات زي ما انتم شايفين it has a higher pitch لكن ما فيش change in the pitch occurs at the focus word. Okay. Hope this is okay. Let's see pitch draw visible. Yes, apply. Yes, this, okay, you cannot show, but let's take this one for example and say select. Okay, زي ما انتم شايفين كده down again.
Down again, Peter?
Okay, down again, Peter. Down again, Peter. Down again, Peter. Rising intonation. Rising intonation. مصدق and so on. Okay. Hope that you can download this program and you play a track, or you you know, let me close it, and you use either, you have two options, either new, and you insert you record your voice by using a microphone, or you go to file and you ask the program to read from file and start to analyze. Once it's here, you start to analyze, view and edit, and start seeing for yourself the different tones and the different properties of sounds. Thank you.